Yo, what is good, yo? So it's NBA Media Day today. Damian Lillard spoke on getting traded to the Bucks. I cannot wait to watch this, see some of it, and then we're also going to click on this Giannis one. So the whole Bucks Media Day, we reacted to the Heat Media Day right before this, and then after this, I'm going to get the Celtics one, and then maybe some other teams. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I definitely want to do the Celtics one because obviously Drew Holiday there, so we have to do that one for sure also. So let's go ahead and see what Damian Lillard said, man.
To step up here and introduce him to the Milwaukee Bucks organization.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, and I can turn this down because the Heat audio one was terrible, but this Bucks one sounds good. Okay! Okay! Maybe Giannis should do what you get. Not gonna lie. I don't know why I did this ever. Wonder if they're gonna ask Giannis about Drew Holiday getting traded.
First of all, I want to thank
Talk to
Wes,
him, Dane.
thank John, Milt, Griff. I appreciate you guys making this happen. Obviously, I've spent my entire career in Portland, 11 years, long time. So I'm extremely thankful for that organization, that city, the fans, for giving me the kind of experience that I had. And I don't think it's a secret.
Always talk about Portland.
How much I want to win, and that's how we got here today. And I think they want to win equally as bad.
Let's
as
go.
I do. And
let's go do it then.
I couldn't be more.
Let's do
excited.
it then.
I couldn't be more thankful for this opportunity to be a part of this organization, to play alongside the best player in the league. It's gonna be fun. The quality that they showed. My family, we touched down to a parade. My first time getting traded, so you don't know what to expect. So to walk in to something like that was special. It was a great welcome.
You're looking kind of big. You're looking kind of big. You
something that I really appreciated.
Okay.
And it only made me more excited to be here and more excited to get to work. So, I'm thankful.
Yeah, about 5,000 attended. You got a good taste of hospitality here in Milwaukee,
For
in the
real.
state of Wisconsin.
Already.
Let's go with Eric with the first question.
Hey, Damian. Eric Name, The Athletic. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Milwaukee. I'm curious, just how have you processed the last 5 days? Like, just the idea of, you mentioned getting traded for the first time, now being in this situation.
Talk to me, Big Dame.
Of all of that.
Yeah, it was definitely a different experience. I was just kind of sitting there in my man cave. I didn't really know what was going to happen. I started to think like, man, it might get to training camp and I might just be sitting and waiting,
Yeah.
Then I got that call from my agent. It was like, man, you getting traded to Milwaukee. And I had heard so many different things that I was like,
Sure.
am I really getting traded? And he was like, yeah, they traded you. And I could tell in his seriousness in his voice that it was real. And he was like, I'll let you sit with it for a while. I'll call you back. I'm going to settle some things, and then we'll talk about it. And after we got off the phone, I sat there, and I was like, I'm really moving on. And it became reality for me, and I kind of just started to think, like, my entire family is here. How am I going to pack everything up? I started to panic a little bit. Like, it's, first time. And then I wanted to, let my family know. So I started walking around the house and, like, nobody was there. Everybody was out doing something. I'm calling people, nobody picking up the phone.
Yo.
I was like, man, any other time I'll be able to reach whoever I need to. So I had to sit with it by myself for a while. So when that happened, I just kind of went back to the man cave and I sat there. And then that was when the calls started coming in. My friends, family members, like, is it real? Is it true? And then I started to think about the team, So it was like, who did I get traded for? Who's going to be there? And then I looked it up and
Damn.
I saw what kind of team I was coming to be a part of.
Woo!
And that was when the excitement kicked in, just recognizing the opportunity that it is and just
Not
knowing
gonna
how
lie,
much
I cannot believe the Celtics got
going
Drew
into
Holiday
the
though,
season,
bro. Drew Holiday
being
is the best
optimistic
possible
and
matchup to
thinking
put
that
on
we
Dame.
got a
Like,
chance to get it done.
y'all seen what he did that
Coming
one
into this
series.
situation,
But nah, Dame took that personal,
knowing
so
that
he's
you
coming
got an
back.
opportunity to do it, the excitement definitely kicked in when I sat with it for a little bit.
Jim?
Jim Lazarski, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Welcome, Dave. When and why did Milwaukee, I guess, pop up for you as a potential place to go? Like, when did you maybe think about that? And
Giannis.
Did that become
Giannis.
a place that you were like, okay, I'd be comfortable going there?
It was
Giannis?
I would say maybe 2 weeks ago. It was just all this talk and all of these things, and there was a lot of things said that didn't come from me. I hadn't spoke on the situation a whole lot, but as we got into it, my agent called me and he was just like, what about Milwaukee? And obviously Giannis, is public record that I've always mentioned. If I had to
True.
team up with one person, it would be him. So when we talked about it, I was like, I would definitely be interested in that.
Got to
Obviously,
be. I mean, you can't
and
not be
he was
interested
just like,
in that.
okay, and
Keep
I
it a
could tell he
stat.
kind of put it in his back pocket.
Because you want to win or what? Like,
Obviously, in these situations, you never control completely, how things end up or where you end up going.
damn.
So, it came about, and it was an option, and it was like,
Hold on, actually,
press
I'm gonna hit
play.
this with the
Why
1.25.
why not? Why pass up on that type of opportunity?
Did I do that again?
So, it was something that
Quality.
came up, I would say, 2 weeks ago, and
Oh, playback speed.
I was interested in that for sure. And now that we're here, I'm excited for this opportunity.
Vince?
Damn, you brought it up earlier, playing with Giannis. Vince Gill or Yahoo Sports, sorry about
Yeah.
that. You're in a situation where you said publicly, you said to Chris, I'm going to a situation where I'm not the best player.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can have the ball in your hands the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game. Is
For
that
sure.
something that appealed to you, that sort of situation?
sure.
You don't have to carry, but you can still be yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always be myself, and being myself doesn't always mean that, I got to be out front or everything has to be about me. I think because of who I am as a person, the way that I prepare myself, the way that I approach the game, I'm gonna find a way to have an impact. And like I said, playing with somebody
Okay.
like Giannis, the kind of attention that he's gonna get is only gonna make the game easier and more simple for me. And I
Sir.
think because of the way that I impose myself when I do play,
Yes,
how I
sir.
attack games, he's going to have the kind of opportunity that I think he hasn't had as well. So,
Good. A little too fast for me.
I mean, the best
It's
thing
like-
I can tell you
it's
is
not-
how,
no,
how
it's
exciting
not,
it's going to
but-
be, how excited I am, and that I'm prepared for it. I don't go into any situation expecting to, for things to be about me. So I know the player that he is. I know the player that I am.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
know how to make my presence felt regardless of
Yeah.
the role, it's not the same as
Get
this
it done,
level,
then.
but when I was in college, I walked into a situation
Get it done then.
where it was, upperclassmen, seniors that were had been here a couple years. They had been established. They were known around our conference, and I stepped in, and I didn't step on nobody's toes, but I announced my presence, and I announced myself and did what I had to do. It was the same when I got to Portland, LA was an all-star. Wes was a vocal presence. Batum was like the same. I
Batum.
stepped in and
Fourth quarter.
announced my
See me,
presence,
why the
and
fuck
that was while
Batum in?
understanding that I'm playing with LaMarcus Aldridge, but he also needs me to be who I am, for us to be our full selves and our best selves as a team. So I think this is similar to that, except I'm older. My understanding of it is even better. And I think I'm the best version of myself as a player as well. So I think we'll
Good.
complement each other really well. And
Damn.
I think he's the kind of guy that he's not going into it where I was just trying to figure out how do you defend it. I haven't played against a lot of coverages where teams aren't at the level of the screen, whether it's showing. But I'm excited. I think it's going to be about it too much. I myself, family
All
environment.
right, man. Let's hear what Giannis had to say, man. He gonna crack the jokes. Let's talk about it. Oh, so they had the Lakers too now. Just dropped literally 3 minutes ago as I'm doing this one.
How was that
Shit.
brought?
Like every game is today. Every
was good.
today.
It was good.
Good, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good. And ketchup was your choice?
Yeah, ketchup. They told me to put some mustard the next time, but so next time I have some, I'm going to put some mustard, but with ketchup.
We got to hear Dame for the first time in front of the media, and he talked about a conversation that you guys had that I'd like you to touch on. About it's great, on the headlines and on paper, you guys being on the same team, but you still got to put in the work.
Yeah.
I want to hear that from your perspective.
No, it's obviously having a guy like Dame on the team. It's unbelievable. Knows how to play the game. Plays the game in a high level. Built from the same cloth. Wants to win. Is extremely hungry. But I've been here 10 years and we've been doing things quietly. We kind of be moving under the radar, and now with this kind of move, it brings a lot of attention to the team, and there's a lot of hype around the team, and obviously I believe, and I think people believe that we are one of the best teams in the East. But at the end of the day, it's not about what we believe or what people believe. It's about
Damn.
what we do. So going to the season,
Damn.
we gotta build good habits. We gotta be on the same page. We gotta lead this team.
Okay.
But we gotta play the game. That's why it's a game. We're not gonna attack the game. We're gonna play the game this year,
Damn.
but we gotta stay locked in. Obviously, as I said, there's gonna be so much hype around us, and
Can't let it
a
get
lot
to
of
you, though.
probably a lot of more TV games, a lot of conversation about it. But like at the end of the day, you don't win a game or you don't win the championship by making a move and joining the Milwaukee Bucks. You win the championship when you're the last team standing. So at the end of the day,
Facts.
we have a great team, a guy that can play, great guys. Everybody can play. Brook back, Chris is healthy, Bobby, all the guys that can go for days. But we have to play. We have to play the game. We have to be on the same page. We got to get better from day one. Got to be focused in training camp, and then kind of build habits from game 1 to game 10 to game 50 to game 80, and hopefully when we get to the playoffs, we exactly where we want to be, and we give ourselves a chance to win a championship. But not to talk too much. We got to play the game. We cannot talk the game.
We'll open it up to questions now
Facts.
in the room. Again, name and
Giannis has a great
affiliation before
mindset,
your
man.
question.
Great.
Let's start
I
with
love
Jim.
Jim Lazarski, Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Good to see you, Giannis. I realize the tenor of the conversation this summer are things you have said before about championships, commitment to winning. Why was it important for you this summer to, I guess, reiterate those messages about wanting to see a commitment to sign an extension either now or in the future?
It's something that I say every year. I think I've been saying that is from the moment I became leader of this team. I've been saying the same thing. At the end of the day, I want to win games. I'm not comfortable in any shape or form. Like I want to play, I want to win, championship. I want to be the last team standing. And at the end of the day, like, if I'm going to sacrifice, time away from my family, time that I'm on the court,
Yeah.
time in the film
All gotta
session,
be
I need
locked
everybody
in.
to be on the same page,
Yeah.
and I'm not just talking about my teammates. I'm talking about, the whole organization, everybody on the same page. At the end of the day, we are here to win games. We are judged in winning games, right? So I want to win. I always wanted to win. I still want to win. And it's always going to be like that, until I retire.
Yeah.
It's always, I want to be a part of a winning team. And I feel like, I hope everybody feel that way. I do feel that way. And, from the team, I definitely see in the last couple of years, I've seen the commitment from the team that they're doing whatever
And they just
they can
made a
to
big
make
move,
this
too.
team a championship level team. So I'm happy. I'm happy to be able to wake up every single day and come to
Yeah.
work and know that I have a chance to win a championship instead of just coming here and know that there's no way we're going to make the playoffs. So we are
Damn.
going to be one of the worst teams in the NBA. Like, I don't like that feeling. I like having kind of looking forward on something that's
Okay.
bigger than me, greater than me, and every day that I wake up and every day that I'm going to wake up moving forward, that I'm going to be with the team, I want to feel like I walk in here and I have a chance to win a championship.
So it was this was a broader comment for you. It wasn't like there were people or aspects that you felt weren't living up to the commitment.
No. It's the same, Jim. It's the same thing I say every year.
I think the Bucks are winning it
Go
all,
back,
but
we can pull clips. I say
Drew
the same
Holiday to the
thing. As
Celtics
long as the team is committed, as long as
is
they want to
something.
win,
It's
I'm here.
something, man.
And if I feel like that is not, is not the case
I hope
anymore,
someone asked him about that.
I
That'd
want
be
to win.
crazy.
It's easy to be with a team. Easy. It's not easy. It's easy to just kind of get comfortable in a team and be here 15 years, 20 years, and just make a living and feel good and feel comfortable, and the city loves
Now
you.
we
Like,
want to win.
no, I'm a winner. I want to win. I want to win. And as long as as long as my legs can go, as long as I feel good, as long as I can lead this team, I want to keep on, being in a place that I
Like
can
that.
win.
I like
Eric?
that. I like that.
Athletic.
Let's go, Giannis! Yeah!
For you then, speaking to that, does a move like this make you feel more reassured? Like, does trading for another top 75 type player make you feel better about that commitment?
Yes, but
Yeah. Obviously,
we lost.
big trade. Having Dame here is definitely we add levels to our team, and we You know, as you said, top 75, one of those guys that can score 60, 70 in any given night, All NBA, All Star, you know, MVP caliber player. But at the end
Clutchest
of the day,
player
like
ever.
Drew was a big part of who we were,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
even with Drew,
Talk
we had
about
a
it.
chance to win. You know, but
Talk about
I
it.
still understand like now we have Dame on the team, and Dame is a great player, and I'm looking forward to play with him. And he's hungry, as I said. He's he's out there. He's hungry. He wants to win his first championship. So I'm excited that he's on the team, and definitely I feel like the team have showed like you know
Yeah, they're
they've
serious.
showed that they're committed to win a championship.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
Let's go, Steve.
Steve McGarkey, Associated Press. You say they've shown their commitment. At this point, I know in the reports this summer you had said you would wait till this summer, next summer, to decide on whether to sign an extension. Even then, you weren't sure. At this point, has that changed, or what's your intent right now?
Getting
You
asked
know,
some tough
obviously, as
questions.
I said in I don't know where I said the article. I don't remember where I said it, but I said like it did not make sense to sign a contract right now. You know, like because money is not important. A lot of fucking money is important.
He said a lot of money is important. I'm crying. That's funny.
At the end of the day, again,
Okay.
it doesn't make sense. It does
Okay.
not make sense for me to sign it right now. I gotta,
Yeah.
always look what's the best for me and my family, and for my situation. But at the end of the day,
I'm also
like,
probably gonna react to a lot of the
I
media
want
days
to be
today.
a
There's
Milwaukee
so many.
Buck
Holy shit.
for
Looking at it
the
right
rest
now.
of my career, as long as we are winning. It's simple as that. Like, what do you expect me to say? To be a Milwaukee Buck and be a loser? Like, that's never gonna come out of my mouth. But
Yeah.
as I said, the commitment for me for the team is it's there.
Winning
but
what,
this
though,
year
is the question.
it did not make sense. Anyway, any place you put it doesn't make sense for me to sign this year. Hopefully, I can have an offer. I have a good season, and the team have a good season. We win a championship, and everybody's happy, and everybody is being taken care of next year. And an offer is there on the table, and hopefully, if there's an offer there on the table, maybe I can take it.
Jamal.
Jamal Collier from ESPN. How you doing, Giannis? I want to ask you about your thoughts about your coach, Adrian Griffin, and what has your relationship been like with him this summer, getting to know him, kind of.
Oh, yeah, the coach. New coach, too, for the Bucks. That's something
Very
to
excited.
talk about.
Very excited. I know he's extremely happy to be a Milwaukee Buck. Extremely happy to coach this team. A great opportunity for coach. So far, I've had.
All right, man. I think I'm gonna get out of here because we gotta react to all the other ones. But this was great.
Damian's obviously one of the best pick and roll guys.
This
in
was
the
great.
league.
Let's see what they gotta say about pick and roll.
It's easy to envision that partnership with you and him. When I asked him about it, he said he's been trying to figure out just how could teams possibly stop that. Just curious, have you thought about those possibilities and what sort of impact you can have as a pick and roll partnership?
I think we gotta figure it out. We gotta go to the film room, sit down. I gotta watch the way he plays. I gotta know where he wants the ball. I gotta know where I gotta give him space. We gotta figure out how teams gonna play because right now you don't know. Like I don't know how teams gonna play me. Are they gonna try to go under? It's gonna be a mistake. He's gonna shoot lights out of the ball. Are they gonna go over? I'm gonna roll. Are they gonna try to make him shoot a floor? Like you don't know. You gotta like kind of from training camp, kind of feel what teams are gonna do. And hopefully, as we move on forward, we figure out, our chemistry becomes better.
All right,
and
man.
better, better.
Bucks winning it on no Kizzy Cap. Gonna react to some other media today. I was just gonna do the Celtics after this because I already did the Heat, but I think I'm gonna do a good amount. So probably do that for the day. Appreciate y'all.